Hello, it's Peter Merrick. I'm taking my trip down the Baja Peninsula. I felt it was important to do this because the world is changing so much, and I do not know if I'll have another opportunity to enjoy this. Because in the last 2 years, who would have believed they would have shut down the economy? Who would have believed that they would force people to participate in a unproven gene therapy? Who would have believed that they would have printed so much money? Who would have believed that we'd be almost going to war with the Chinese over Taiwan? Who would have believed that we would have this much inflation? Who would have believed that the prices of homes would have gone up over 25% while millions of people were not making their payment? Who would have believed that the largest owner of real estate in America by a Chinese company was Evergrande, which is bankrupt, the first of many? Who would have believed that now we are paying the piper because we did not have children? Yes, they're talking about population explosion. That only happened because people live longer. But now we have more people over the age of 65 than we do under the age of 5. That's the first in human history, and it is only going to get worse. For example, in China, they're expecting anywhere from 500 million to 750 million people. If we stay on this conjecture, will be over the age of 65. Their society cannot handle it. They just came out with their census, their updated census, and what it showed is they lied to us. And what I mean by that is they overcalculated having 100 million more people of baby producing age and 80 million more women out of that. So we are going to see something that we've never seen before. Their total fertility is 1.2. Women need to have 2.1 children per woman to keep a society going. There's just so much happening. And I'm going to just enjoy the moment because I've been fed with way too much information. I've had conversations with individuals within the insurance industry, and most of them are defunct. They are paying out 40% more claims. I mean death benefits, general death. Nobody knows why. Well, you do know why. You're just not allowed to say it. The world is not what we thought it was. Mass hypnosis, mass formation. That's when we go under a trance. People can't have discussions. They're scared being called conspiracy theorists. Let's go and break down that word. Where did it come from? Well, it comes when Kennedy was shot. The CIA came up with it to silence people, to call them a conspiracy theorist. You know what the difference between a conspiracy theory and reality? 2 weeks. So many things that we've been told over the last few years that we were told, don't look there, that's a lie. We find out it's true. The problem is a human being can only handle so much information at once, and I understand why people would want to stick their heads in the ground. Most of my colleagues that I've worked with for the last 30 years are asleep. And some of them are very threatened because I'm actually asking questions. It's important to ask questions. It's important to be irritated, to be nudged, because only through that can we make change and positive change. Things are changing quickly, and guess what? There was a book that was written in the late 1990s and was called Who Moved My Cheese? It talks about human beings, and it talks about 2 mice. The human beings cannot make change in the maze, so they starve to death and they die. But these 2 mice, they go and look for an alternative, and they find new cheese. So are you going to make changes, or are you going to keep on doing what you've always done, and you will not get what you've always gotten, because everything is changing everywhere around the world. It is changing. It doesn't matter if it's Iran or its mortal enemy Israel. It's the same thing. There are societal breakdowns happening right now. And if you deny it, one thing history has shown is time and reality stop for no person. You either choose to make conscious decisions, things that are going to help you, your family, your business, or you are going to be run over by the changes that are ripping our society right now. I'm going to enjoy my day, because all I'm promised and all you're promised is today, this moment, and I wish you the most fulfilling day possible. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.